Hi, I'm Sean,
I'm Rhonda.
and we're glad to be with you today. We want to talk about what needs to happen to open the heart of your spouse to be able to hear you.
So that's a very difficult spot to be in. If you find that your spouse seems to be just completely closed to you, and it's like approaching a block wall or a brick wall, then you want to try to open your spouse up. Let's say that you want to work on the relationship, but the spouse doesn't. So what can you do to soften your spouse's heart, to open your spouse so your spouse can connect with you again?
A lot of times we put up walls to each other when we're trying to work through things because somewhere we've crossed lines. And when we take the time to explore, what happened, what made you shut down, what made you pull away, we want to create a safe environment for our spouse to be able to talk to us about their deepest needs.
A lot of spouses are engaging their spouse as if the marriage is healthy. But that doesn't work if it isn't healthy.
Wow.
And so, you've got the whole spectrum of relationship, right? You've got acquaintance level, you've got casual friendship, good friendship, best friendship, lovers, and then married in that whole spectrum. And if your relationship is more at the acquaintance or casual friend level with your spouse in the ability to communicate and interact, but you're acting like it's a healthy marriage, you're going too far too fast because the relationship doesn't support that.
Yeah, we need to take the time to do the things that are going to create some positivity in the relationship.
Right.
And that kind of begins, I think, with unconditional love and acceptance. When we show that to our spouse that we love them unconditionally. This is how God loved us, and how we got into a relationship with Him is because He loved us first, and then we respond to that.
It's the foundation from which we would make a request. So if this is not in place and your spouse does not feel, regardless of what you intend, if your spouse does not feel you unconditionally love and accept him or her exactly as is, without trying to change them, without hopes they'll be different, without trying to shape them into the image of what you wish they were, which can be so distressing for someone to not feel loved like they are. But if they don't feel that way, you're going to probably come across like you're trying to manipulate and control, and like a dictator or a parent in a parent-child relationship. And nobody wants that. People tend to withdraw from that.
Yeah. A lot of times somebody can say, well, if I love them unconditionally, am I not encouraging them then to stay the way they are? But really, our love and acceptance of them right where they are, faults and all, really empowers them to want to do the things that will please you.
Because it's the relationship that makes the environment for change. And if we've lost relationship, we're not best friends anymore, then we don't have the environment for change. And we are demanding things of another person that we've not worked really hard to maintain a relationship with. If we let our hair down, so to speak, we tell them what we think about them. We don't mind, being a little sloppy ourselves in the relationship or in our presentation. We lose important relationships. It takes work to keep that foundation stable.
We want to make sure that we're doing the things that are attracting our spouse, that are drawing them to us and making them want to do the things that we want.
Can you imagine if you had a casual relationship, a casual acquaintance relationship, or casual friendship, and you started telling that person what they need to do to be in a pleasing relationship with you?
The relationship doesn't support that.
No, they would probably be like, I don't think I want a relationship with this person.
Because I don't know you that well.
And so all the things that we did to attract our spouse to us when we were dating, why did we stop doing that just because we got married?
Right.
we're taking some classes right now, and the teacher was talking about how that we are supposed to put our best foot forward for our spouse, for those we love the most.
Yeah.
Well, where there might be people at the end of the day, they're ready to relax and just not really put out a lot of effort. But isn't that where the most effort should be put out?
Right. With the people that you love and care about the most.
And so what we're presenting is that to move the relationship to a healthy place, you've got to stop doing the things that make it unhealthy. And you have to first reestablish your foundation so that you've got something to even stand on to make the requests that you want, and for your spouse to even care what it is you want or need in the relationship. And so to do that, we have to come across in an attractive way, and that's not just on a physical level.
Yeah.
That's spiritually, mentally, and emotionally as well.
I'm just thinking about in the book of Revelation where Jesus said to do the first works and to return to your first love. And so that kind of makes us think there are things that we do in the beginning to start a relationship, to attract our spouse to us, and we need to go back and do those things again.